You've probably noticed it before. You're reading, working, watching TV, or simply sitting quietly, and suddenly you feel a pair of eyes fixed on you. When you look up, your cat is there, watching. Not asking for food. Not meowing. Just watching. Most people dismiss this as a random cat behavior. After all, cats are mysterious creatures. Independent. Unpredictable. Difficult to understand. But what if that silent stare means far more than you think? Psychology and animal behavior research have uncovered something fascinating. Your cat may be paying attention to you much more often than you realize. In fact, while you go about your day, your cat is constantly collecting information. Your movements. Your routines. Your emotions. Your habits. Think about it for a moment. How often does your cat appear just before you open a food container? How often does it show up near the door moments before you leave the house? How does it seem to know exactly where you are, even when you're moving quietly from room to room? This isn't coincidence. Studies in animal cognition suggest that cats are surprisingly skilled observers of human behavior. They learn patterns over time. They recognize routines. They notice small details that most people never realize they're giving away. But here's where things become truly interesting. Most people assume cats watch humans because they're waiting for something. Food. Play. Comfort. A warm lap. And sometimes that's true. But psychology suggests there may be another reason. Your cat isn't only observing what you do. It may be observing how you feel. Researchers have found that cats can respond differently to changes in human behavior, body language, and even emotional states. They notice when your routine changes. They notice when your energy changes. They notice when something feels different. And that means every time your cat quietly watches you from across the room, it may be gathering information about the person who matters most in its world. The more time a cat spends with a human, the more detailed this understanding becomes. Day after day. Month after month. Year after year. Your cat slowly builds a mental map of you. The sound of your footsteps. The rhythm of your voice. The way you move when you're relaxed. The way you move when you're stressed. The moments when you're happy. The moments when you're sad. Every observation becomes another piece of a much larger picture. And now we arrive at the discovery that changes everything. What if your cat isn't watching you because it's curious? What if it isn't watching because it's bored? What if it isn't watching because it wants something? What if your cat watches you because staying aware of you helps it feel connected to you? For years, cats were viewed as emotionally distant animals. But modern research paints a very different picture. Many cats form strong social bonds with their humans. Bonds that influence how they behave, where they sleep, who they seek out, and who they choose to observe. When your cat quietly stares at you from the corner of the room, it may not be a sign of distance. It may be a sign of attachment. A silent way of saying, "I know where you are." A silent way of checking that you're still there. A silent way of remaining connected. And suddenly, that behavior you've seen hundreds of times no longer feels random. It becomes meaningful. The next time you catch your cat watching you when you think nobody is looking, don't be so quick to look away. Because behind those eyes may be something far deeper than curiosity. It may be trust. It may be familiarity. It may even be affection expressed in a language that humans are only beginning to understand. And that's what makes the psychology of cats so fascinating. The behaviors we often ignore are sometimes the ones saying the most. Now tell me in the comments, what behavior from your cat makes a lot more sense after hearing this? And if you enjoy discovering the hidden psychology behind feline behavior, don't forget to subscribe and join us for the next revelation.